Look at him. Alright, so before we jump into the video, this guy, you can't see him, but you will. We're just going to do a little breakdown of what we're doing with the channel, what it's about. We never did give a really good explanation. We just kind of threw the videos out there and went with it. It just didn't work. I feel like you guys need more of an explanation on what's going on. Dude, quit, come on. Of what's going on. So, the name Squadgate, we started trying to do like a funnier type channel with a bunch of friends. So that's why we kind of consider it a squad in a sense, if you want to put it that way. But when you do something like a business with somebody, it don't ever work. Because somebody always wants something different. And five of us couldn't agree on nothing, so we pretty much just ended it, cut those videos, I erased it all, and now we're here. And the channel went to Squadgate Outdoors. Well, the channel originally started as Bearded Nation. I was just video by myself, figured it's a decent name to get started. And then that's what we got the idea of doing it. Everybody got the name Squadgate, and that helped her. And now, here we go. So, we went to Squadgate Outdoors. I really like the name, because we don't know exactly what we were going to do. We put outdoors because we love the outdoors. But if we want to make a video of us doing kind of something that's not considered fishing, hunting, anything in the outdoors, like a typical vlog or something, I didn't want to be considered as outdoors. So we decided to change the name to TV. Me, Jesse, we or okay, let's stick to it. So we decided let's name it the TV so we can put any videos we want on here and it's classified and all in the same name. So the main channel is mainly going to be outdoors, but you might get a video here and there of us doing something else throughout the day. Just more videos, more content for you guys to watch. So we're going to do a lot of hunt videos, a lot of fishing videos, a lot of trapping videos, a lot of the outdoor videos. We go get a throw in between or something that has nothing to do with that. It could be, I don't know, we'll figure it out, we'll see. But, I mean, that's pretty much the sum of it, really. I think. There's going to be a lot of hunting. We do a lot of public land, a lot of private land. Real big. There's going to be a lot of bow hunting. So if you like bow hunting, this is going to be a channel to watch from here on out. I mean, besides our past videos, they're not good. They're videos we just filmed, put them out there, try to get views. So, we're going to do a lot of bow hunting, a lot of bass fishing. We usually do a lot of trout fishing. That's going to be the majority of the videos. And we're going to try to travel. Like this year, not this year. Next year, starting in 2021, we're going on an elk hunt. We do some rare hunts here and there. We have a lot of hunting planned for next year, so if you're ready for a lot of hunting, bow hunting videos, this is going to be your spot to look at.
Besides those couple videos, it's all southwestern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so it's all, we're going to do a lot of Pennsylvania videos, like a walk. That's what it makes out of. It's easier for us to do. If you're from Pennsylvania and you have to see what everybody else is doing, you got a lot of videos. A lot of hunting will be based on Pennsylvania this year. That's the state we're originated in, that's what we do best. There's going to be some hunting out of state. We might do some West Virginia bow hunt, might do some Maryland.
It's all public land.
We're going to do all public land for sure. Because for one, I don't know anybody for private land, but you got to have enough money to buy any property in any other state. We're for sure, I'm pretty sure we're going to really try to do Ohio, some public land Ohio bow hunting.
Maybe West Virginia this year.
Yeah, West Virginia this year. We're going to Colorado for a public land elk hunt. Like I said, our ram hunts we do, you'll figure out what those are when they come. They're pretty neat. I mean, if you're from this area, you'll see why. You probably like it. there ain't really other. We do a lot of predator hunting, coyotes, stuff like that. If you want to see it, that probably sums up what the channel's about. I'd say. I don't know anything else to add. The equipment we use, we'll get to that real quick, just so you get the gist. Bow-wise, what are you shooting this year?
My RX3, it's 29 and 70 pounds. It's Black Eagle arrows with Exodus broadheads. We both shoot a stand, hand release.
Yeah.
That's 4-finger.
I'll shoot at your bow here from the show.
Yeah, grab your bow.
I am. Let's get it. I'm shooting, I'll swing it right back. So, that stand, this is what it looks like. This is what he's talking about. It's just 4-finger hand release. If you want to shoot a hand release, I'm telling you, you're real comfortable. This is what I'm working with this year. Desert Tan, Creed XS. I'm shooting 29 and 70 pound. I'm shooting Eastern Flatline arrows, Exodus broadheads. I mean, that's pretty much what there is to that. So, look forward to that. It's a sweet bow. I know you love it. It's just that color. Just makes you. So,
some shed hunting. When we
there's a couple right here. We found this one last year. He's an 8. I mean, if you want to count the little sticker, he's a 9. I mean, an 8. He's a 4. But if you want to count the sticker, he's a 5. That little guy was the first one we found this year. We do all trapping, more predator hunting. I ain't gonna say we're successful at it, but we did it. I missed this year. I ain't gonna lie, I missed 50 yards. So we're gonna start when you see this next day after today, we're doing a scouting video. We're gonna sit in the stands, record some of the nice bucks we have. I'll throw some of them up in here. We have a couple of nice bucks we're gonna have to try to get them on an actual big camera for you to see. They're pretty nice.
The one buck looks almost identical to the one I killed last year.
And we'll put that picture up right here. Yeah.
And then put my picture up right there.
Yeah. Like identical. You'll see. I'll put the one up. And you'll see the same genetics, same bloodline it has to be. They're identical. He has 2 split brows on his. The one this year don't.
If I didn't kill mine last year, we'd have thought this deer this year would have been my buck I killed last year. If I didn't kill him. He's almost identical.
And this is another story for another time. I've been chasing the big 10 point, I'd say.
We called him the Big 10. He was a 10 for 2 years.
2 years, and he dropped to a 9 last year. And we think I got a shot at him last year. The way bow hunting is, I was in good shot. Never found him. I don't know if he's living or if he died a long ways out. But if not, I'm pretty sure this is him this year. He's not big. He's an 8. You'll see his picture. It's just, I story for another time though. But that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else. Really, we're a variety of type of stands we use. Big game, the river's edge, the
Muddy.
Yeah, muddy. So it all depends. Whatever we have at the time is what we use. Whatever has a good deal, pretty much. We strictly use real tree camo. When it comes to bass fishing, it's a whole lot of sort of stuff. We're not even gonna get into that. We'll be here for 3 days.
Yep.
So, but that's it. That sums it up for that. Now let's get into the reason why you clicked on this video. So, this is the story on this guy. You can get the characteristics, you can see him better. Get a nice side angle of him. He scored 100. It wasn't officially scored. We did
Or
ourselves, but
rough, dry score.
our rough dry score was 164 and 3/8. Pennsylvania public land or
Just
compound.
Massive.
His mass, a lot of mass.
Big blade.
And bring him back over here. I'm just gonna set him like he is for now. Ooh. So the reason you don't see video of this deer, when we started filming, we try to get big into it, and then we just every time we went hunting, we just blew it out. We're like, no, screw this camera. It wasn't working in the first place. So we're like, we're not even recording. Let's just focus on hunting. And this year's gonna be totally different. We are gonna spook deer with the camera. We're gonna spook deer with the camera, but we're gonna get that shot on film. So back to this guy. It's October 31st, 2018. I always want to kill a Halloween buck. So
I met you at work.
yeah, I was working. He came to work with me, brought all his hunt stuff. But
We worked together, but I
Yeah.
was off that day, so I met him at work. Came back here.
got to work. He brought all his hunt stuff. We brought my car. Came to the house. It was probably 10 o'clock.
10:30.
We got back here. We have an ozone generator for our clothes. So we throw our clothes in there, make sure you get all the sun off. And we watch a couple hunting videos on TV, try to get pumped up and ready to get out there.
Duke.
The song of the day was Duke Nukem by Brian Upchurch. You guys listen to him, that was the song for that day.
Show yours. Show yours.
No, but we listen to that song on the way to my house. That's why it just makes the day. That song runs
Every time it comes on,
every single
in
time.
front of his own car, and
So we got back, we got our clothes together. And we're sitting there debating. We just hung this second stand a couple of weeks prior to this in the same tree. So we tried to do double setup so we can get it together. Because it was mainly going to be for filming. But like I said, we just threw that out and now we're just both hunting. And the week prior to shooting this guy, I had a big 12 point coming. And I was going to take my bow off the rack. He seen me gone. Never seen a deer yet. Never had a deer on camera.
hasn't held his bow a day since.
I do not hang my bow in a tree anymore. You will not see my bow hanging on a hanger. After speaking a giant like this one out of a stand, I will never hang a bow. It will be in my lap and ready to go at all times. And the day on this guy, so we got all our stuff on, ready to go. It was kind of muggy.
I mean,
starting out that day. It was sunny.
It wasn't horrible. It was bearable.
Yeah, but it was. You walked a little bit, you're getting some sweat. So we got in the stand. We're sitting there. Clouds came over.
Starts
raining. We were 18, still lived at home with our parents. And I remember texting my mom. I love chili, especially on hunting nights when it's starting to get cold. Text her, I was like, hey. I was just gonna make it a good night. We weren't seeing nothing, so I was like, we're getting some chili. So I texted her, I was like, hey, can you make some chili? She said yes. So she's making the chili, we're in the stand. It got real cloudy. Started raining.
It wasn't a heavy downpour, but
It
it was
was
enough
a
to
real
see.
light, like a light mist, and it was just.
I'm sitting there. And
We didn't
sitting
see a deer from. We got to stand probably 12 o'clock, and we sat there all day and didn't see a deer. Now it's about 5. It was getting dark. Last shooting light was probably about, I'd say it was close to 6 o'clock. So 5 o'clock came around. I got out of the stand. I looked at him, so I'm done. I'm getting out. So he sat in my stand because the way the deer came, he would have a better shot. So I got down, walked all the way to the bottom of the trail. We walk up in, it's probably 80 yards from the stand, and I sat down there for 20 minutes. Figured, okay, I'm gonna sit down here, maybe I'll see something crossing around us.
I wasn't seeing anything, so I just figured might as well just get down and meet with him. And
My phone died. I was even gonna call him and tell him, hey, get down here. This was it.
we still had a lot of shooting life left, but it was
It
just
was getting into prime time, but usually we see at least some doe sitting in the stand throughout the day, and we didn't see a single thing, didn't hear nothing. So I was getting ready. I was whistling at him to get down because I had my phone, so I was hoping he could hear me. Well, soon enough, he came down. It's probably about 5:30 now, and we're packing up, putting everything on the quad. I said, you know what?
Let's go for a walk.
I said, the field's probably what, 150, 200 yards away from us.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice big open field. The grass is kind of bedded down from all the rain and stuff, so you'd be able to see pretty good. I said, let's creep our way out to the field, see if anything's out there before we get on here and just rip out of here on the quad. So he's like, okay, he's come down. So we crossed the creek, went out, and the trail, we crossed the creek, come out of the woods, and it's like an open strip all the way down to the field, but it's real thick on both sides of the quad trail.
Kind of swampy.
Yeah, like a little bit swampy, not like there's some water there. So we're walking down, and we like froze at the same time, and we looked at each other. We're like, see right there, we're like, yeah. Meanwhile, behemoth on the rock, that's when you couldn't see it. We're like,
in a bush.
he was behind the thickest bush that he could possibly be, and we were like, that's one big doe. He's like, you gonna shoot her? I said, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this doe. I said, let her give me a shot. Well, about 5 seconds after we said it was a doe,
It like clicked. All you saw was, I couldn't see how many points he had, but we knew he was legal, and we knew he was a decent deer.
And I sure never took a shot that I did, but I did, and I'm glad I did. We thought he was broadside, and there's an opening, probably about yay big, straight to his bush. And I thought he was broadside, and I thought he was in the right spot. So I draw back. Mind you, he's 8 yards from us standing there. But it's so thick, I'm guessing he thought he was safe, that's why he never ran. But I drew back, and I shot to that bush. And I watched my lighted nog, I used luminogs, and my air just running with him. And I just got devastated. I was like, I didn't get past through. I was like, I hit something hard, I deflected. And he ran down through, we seen him kick up, and he got beside more thick stuff, and we lost him after that. Didn't hear him crash. So we got excited, but I was kind of misthinking my shot. I was like, I should have took it, should have waited. But I didn't want him to run away. So we called his dad, we called mine, and we're hunting 1,000 yards from my house. Maybe we have property across the street we hunt, and we came in the house.
Ate some chili.
Yeah, we stripped down. We're soaking wet, so we stripped our hunting clothes, threw them in the dryer. We changed our clothes, put normal clothes on, went upstairs. We're all talking about the shot placement, how it went down to my stepdad. Get his idea. Thought we heard a slurp, so we thought we hit a good lung. So we ate some chili. We gave him probably a good solid 3 hours. Not knowing what we were getting into at first. So we got everything together. Meanwhile, it's pitch black at this point, so we got all the lights. We got on the quad, rode down. And to set the story off, we didn't know where he was laying, but we seen a massive deer in the headlights of the quad standing in the middle of the field that we're walking to. And we're like, man, that's a big deer. But we didn't piece it together at the time. And wherever we shot, walked out, couldn't find that, but it's just water from the beavers. There were dams down there, they had water built up everywhere.
Then we found some good blood, so we knew he hit something good.
Well, my arrow broke off, and here's the arrow. Yeah, I'll get it to show you.
Bring him.
That much broke off. I was using a blood runner and AP. That much broke off inside. The rest of this arrow, not even blood on him, fell off. And like I said, I thought he was broadside. Where is it at? Right here. He wasn't broadside. He's facing us dead on. You know, they know that. I was looking the way he was standing. I thought it was something. I thought he was broadside. So We didn't know I hit there at the time. So my arrow snapped off. I still have blood, probably 4 more inches up the arrow. So we know we got good penetration in him. And we had a lot of bubbles on there. So now my spirit went up. I was like, I hit a lung. I don't know if I double lunged him, but I for sure hit a lung. So we're searching. Hour and a half went by. We didn't find a single drop of blood. And we're searching, and we could not find anything.
What happened was, with the way he started running, and before he got behind the thick stuff, we thought he crossed the creek. So we're looking in the complete opposite direction that he actually ran.
Because we knew he went to the left, but we thought he went across the creek and then to the left. So we're searching everywhere. We went up, we went down a little bit, and we couldn't find nothing. So I was like, I know you went left towards the field. I was like, so let's go to the field and look. And I'm over there looking. I ain't found nothing. And then my stepdad came to the
All of a
conclusion.
sudden,
He was like, do you want to give him time to come back in the morning and start the search again? Or do you want to look somewhere else for now and then we'll get out? Because it's raining. I was like, let's just look a couple more minutes, and then if nothing, I was like, we'll come back down in the morning when it's daylight and look.
me and his stepdad started walking towards the quad trail, and then out of nowhere, it was just like you took buckets and just threw it.
Yeah, it was like, I'm mad at this point. I'm just kicking leaves, just going, and they were both like, stop. So I stopped, like, looked down, and my foot was in a puddle of blood. I said, are you kidding me? There's chunks of lung. He's just stirring it up, and I'm talking a puddle of blood, probably 14, 15 inches in diameter.
After that, it was
I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
15 yards maybe?
15 yards of, it wasn't even spotted. It looked like he just was
Dumped
laying
it.
it. It was like a path. It was like a solid path leading straight to him. We went up cresting the hill, and he was
As
laying
soon as
right
we
there.
got up that hill, he just piled up.
He's done. We walked out, I pulled him out, and the best part of it all, we were sitting in the stand that day, and we're like, not crazy to be shoot a drop time deer. And come to find out,
You never see it around our area. I
when
mean,
you see big buck, you don't see drop time. And I pulled it out of the ground, and I said, you gotta be kidding me. I was ready to cry, I was freaking out. This is the 3rd buck I ever shot. That was my 2nd, and this school 3-point you see was my 1st. And I shot that 3-point when I was 14, 15, my crossbow. Shot him in rifle season. Shot this one on my compound bow the first year I was using one. And I don't know. He's about 6.5 years old. That's not common around here. Just shooting on deer. Because when rifle season comes, we're in the most pressured area for hunting. And come to find out, I put this on a hunting page on Facebook. And a guy commented on it and said, hey, where'd you kill that? And I don't really tell people where I hunt, so I gave him land close to us. It's more of a game land down the road. Well, here he had his deer on camera for 4 years, chasing it. And he was upset. I mean, I would be too, don't get me wrong, a lot of people get upset, but what can you do? And he sent me all the trail cam pictures. And it's same exact deer. Nobody believed it. He called game wardens trying to say I poached up his property. So I thought game wardens, I showed them everything. They went and killed it.
Came on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, they came on Thanksgiving Day on 2018. Almost a full month after I killed him. I showed them everything. I explained to them the whole 9 yards. I showed them where I shot it, where we covered it, what we did that day. And that's where we're at. And I just want to say about people getting mad over deer. You can't pick a deer and think nobody else is going to shoot it. Especially in Pennsylvania. These deer travel everywhere. And where he would have on camera was maybe 3 miles through the woods, probably 5 or 6 on the road. And deer will travel 10 miles a day. If they have a good area and they don't like it, 10 miles a day is the average range for a deer to run full max. And I don't know if he was getting pressure from them or what, but he showed up on our land. And I just got lucky at the time, and that's kind of what happened. Still can't believe it though. And I will say one thing, the property that we have hunting, the deer down there, I haven't seen like that around this area in a while. Every year we get one or two Boone Crockett for sure. Over
Pope
100.
and Young at least.
Pope and Young, definitely. We have a couple like that. But Boone Crockett, there's a lot of deer like that down there. It's just, we're surrounded by farmland. We're hunting sections of woods in the middle of all these cornfields, soybeans. And we're kind of back off into the countryside more, I'd say. And it's ridiculous. The deer we see when we go spawning, the deer we see when we're scouting, that we don't have on camera, but or in the area of what we're hunting is unreal. And anybody you talk to that hunts this area will tell you the same thing. It was crazy. He's only 15 inches wide, but his G2s are 11.5 inches tall. I forget how thick his base was. It was, to me, that's once in a lifetime deer. For anywhere. How about some of that story up? I'm not really that good. If we have, I don't think we have any footage from that day. I have a video of us after we found it. I will put that in after this clip of us finding this deer. I'll put a picture of me holding it. And I got a lot of crap about when I took a picture with him. I didn't have hunting clothes on. I was in jeans and a t-shirt, or a sweatshirt. That was because it was raining. We took our hunting clothes off and we changed. So that was the whole point of coming back home, giving him time. We getting what I was sitting there eating dinner with wet hunting clothes on. It wasn't happening. So everybody thought, oh yeah, hunting clothes. You know, you didn't have camo on. No, I promise. Almost every time we shoot deer in the evening and come back home to give him time, I always change my clothes when it's raining. If it's hot out, I usually keep my clothes, or if it's cold or whatever, I keep my clothes on. But he's, I will say it's a hell of a deer right there. I can't wait for you guys to see the rest for this year. It's gonna be great.